Welcome back to Digiburst, guys. We have another BT9 match here. This is Gallantmon versus Armor. I am on the left, taking Armor into the new BT9, and Gallantmon, of course, is on the right here. Gallantmon starting off well with their Searcher plus Rookie in the rear, trying to find their pieces to make sure they have the right stack. I will hatch going second into my Rookie. And then into my Rookie here. Try to find the pieces. I'll probably just grab the Magnum on there. And then Evo up in order to maintain my guy. He'll suspend here, but you know, he'll restand later. And it's too bad I didn't have a better passive play, but the larger Mon is still pretty good because it would be the follow-up for the next turn anyway. And it puts him on 2, which isn't so bad. He's got the memory booster. Gonna grab the Digimon X antibody, which can go over the Digimon next turn and get some advantage out of it. We'll see what else he can do with it when it passes back to him, but I'll just push out my guy. It's good that none of my guys left the board, but I can go into a larger one here, suspend the Digimon and punch over it. Just good advantage generally, and then hit into security with the other larger mon. Living the hit because it is 5k, don't need the perch, and I'll just set up a Davis to get that memory guarantee of 3 on my turn. Grabbing the Vmon, which can search me for later. Vmon's just really good. It's just general recursion and floating into everything. Just getting the search just so we have recurring rookie is always really nice. Going into the X antibody War Groundmon and then into the Gallantmon. I think Gallant does have Blitz. No, he doesn't have Blitz because he doesn't have the Kato set up yet, which is really unfortunate because it's super vulnerable here to any kind of removal spell that I might draw into. I don't look like I draw into it, but maybe I just want to get some advantage out, punching into these security with my Lydramons, and I'll purge that last one so it lives the hit. And then if I've got a removal, no removal unfortunately, going into the Magnamon, which will restand itself when it evos. And then I can punch again, or I leave it as a blocker. It's only 9k, so I will just punch with it. Living the hit. And then I did draw into the removal spell, so I'll remove that guy by suspending it, then bouncing it back to hand. And now my opponent is at an awful situation considering that he's lost all his tempo, and I am threatening a lethal for a game now. What can he possibly do to get out of the situation? I'm not too sure, especially considering that none of his guys can attack because of the summoning sickness. So he can't take advantage of the blitz from the Kato there. So this is a pretty unwinnable situation in my opinion, but we'll see what else he can do with this. Going into the Groundmon there over the Digimon. I think he is just trying to think out any possible plays he can do, but he will concede and wrap that one up. The smart players know when to scoop early, because you know when the writing's on the wall, it's best to save time and don't dwell on the fact that you know it's not a winnable game state. So we'll go into game 2. The Digimon player want to start off going into the Digimon there with the Rookie, and then into the Digimon X. Good to see a strong lineup, and the Kato very early. We'll go into my nursery here, see what I can find. Unfortunately, a really bad start with no rookies. I'll just hard play the Flamedramon and give him 2. Hopefully, we'll see if the Gallant player can take advantage of this. Going into the War Groundmon, he's got a very strong stack very early, and I do find that rookie there in turn 2. Going into Lydramon, just to see if I can find more passive plays. No passive plays, so I'll go into the security with the Flamedramon, 8k, and then I'll just play the Vmon to have a look at the top 4 cards and grab a dual color. We'll grab probably Davis Ken. Davis Ken's a really good one because it is a passive play. It means I'm not committing to the board, and also getting advantage from the unsuspending effect, and also the bonus memory with that larger one coming out if I want to get it out that way. Doesn't look like he has the Gallantmon, so that's good for me with the not have to worry about the threat of that Gallantmon. Putting me on 1 though, it's a good choke. Just punch with a Lydramon, getting the draw off the Upamon because his Gearmon doesn't have a source. And I can just go in with my guys, get him down to the last of his security. 8k Flangemon will fall to the Gallantmon. I'm punching with the Vmon here just to get him down to one last security. Good to take him down. And I can probably just play the Tamer just to put me on a good amount of memory next turn if the Largemon lives. Now he's got to take out that Largemon, otherwise I'll be taking a lot of memory out from my Davis Kens. And I think he can do it considering the War Growlmon stack. Going into the Gearmon X, into the Growlmon, into the War Growlmon X. See what else he can do with this. He can swing with the War Growlmon over to Largemon, then trigger the effects to delete it. That is a thing he can do here, I'm pretty sure. So he's just explaining it all to me. Deleting the Largemon by effects, and then he's punching into it, I'm pretty sure. And then he can tap the Kato to gain back a memory, which is really nice. Getting as much advantage out of that as possible. Then playing the Hero Tamer. I'll hatch my egg. See what I can do for this. He's only got the one security. He'll get the draw from the other card because he missed that one, which is perfectly fine. I think that was a trigger from his inherence that gave him a draw. And I'll just bounce back one of his level 5s with the Megadramon, with the Mega Death option. Of course, that's turned on by my 2-color Tamer, which is blue and green, of course. He'll just rebuild his stack there, going into the War Growlmon, and then into the War Growlmon X for free, and then into the Gallantmon. This one has Blitz with the Takato, and then pumping it up with the Hero. This will do 2 checks, I'm pretty sure, giving me another Davis Ken, which I will gladly accept. So when I push out my Vmon, I will gain the 2 memory, swinging with the Vmon, and I can just Evo up this Vmon into a armor, suspend my Davis Ken, and then swing for game. Very, very nice. This is a pretty nice matchup for the armor deck, considering it has a lot of immunity to the deletion effects from the Gallantmon. And of course, building up a really tall stack is very risky with vulnerability to the Mega Death, as well as just armor just being very fast in general. If you like this one, guys, definitely check out the rest of my channel. I got plenty of BT9 decks coming out, and I'll see you around.